Last week we reported some Witcher 3 gameplay footage was leaked for the PS4 before its release on the 19th, and now some footage for the Xbox One has been leaked only 9 days away from the release. The things to note about the footage this time, however, is the lower resolution and quality. If you compare this to the footage from last week, you can clearly see the difference. The Xbox One version of the game will be in 900p over the PS4's 1080p, however the footage shown is in 720p. Nintendo has made it very clear on Monday that they won't be showing off the new hinted at console called the NX at E3 this year. Iwata was asked for specific details on the matter but replied by reiterating that Nintendo does not plan to reveal NX until 2016. Later in the day, Iwata also discussed the possibility of having the NX region free, however also made it clear via a statement that while the NX might be region free, the 3DS and Wii U will still remain region locked. The quote went as followed: "Removing the region locking from current game machines presents various issues, so we don't consider that a very realistic option." On Tuesday, found released some more user statistics, boasting a new concurrent user record of 9.5 million logged into their Steam service on Monday the 10th. The previous record was also held by Steam at 9 million only a few months back. This peak was gained mainly by Dota 2 having peaked at 901,000 unique users on the 10th. Also on Tuesday, CD Projekt Red announced some more Witcher 3 news. They reported that on Monday the 10th they had reached over 1 million pre-orders, which is quite groundbreaking as it's rare for pre-orders to get so high. This spike in pre-order sales may be due to the recently leaked gameplay footage on both the Xbox One and the PS4. The developer for Naughty Dog who works on Uncharted 4 has come out with some new information on the game, though only a minor bit of information. He revealed that they are hard at work at improving a lot of the animations in the game to make it more lifelike. One part of the body he was extremely pleased about was a new milestone in their face animation. He went on to say that the faces now support up to 300 to 500 bones compared to Uncharted 3 and The Last of Us, which only supported up to 100 bones. This just means they will have more freedom with how they want to express their characters in conversations and during actions in the game. Payday devs Overkill Software has just revealed that they will be having a big presence at E3 this year, with the upcoming co-op shooter based on the Walking Dead series. They also mentioned how they want to showcase Payday 2 as well at E3. This could even mean more heists are on the way. If only Rockstar were this good at releasing heists themselves. In other big news, on Wednesday, Ubisoft finally announced their plans for E3, releasing a schedule of their 3 days at E3. They will once again be having a press conference, which will be their biggest pull on the 15th of June. They have yet to announce what they'll be showing off during the conference, however you can bet they will be showing off some of their big upcoming games like Rainbow Six The Siege, Assassin's Creed Syndicate and The Division. They did however make it clear that their big mysterious new AAA title will be revealed in fall instead of at E3, most likely at Gamescom. Remember that new Banjo-Kazooie successor game that was on Kickstarter? Well, they have once again hit another milestone, this time being the $2.4 million, which is 894% of its original target of $175,000, which was reached within 38 minutes. Once they hit the milestone, they released a new stretch goal which will be free DLC once they hit $3.1 million. However, the studio stressed while there will be DLC if the milestone is hit, they will not be working on it until the main game is finished. They did not go into detail about their plans for the DLC, however, so there's no idea of what the DLC is going to be. Also on Thursday, we got word from Insomniac Games via the PlayStation blog that their upcoming Ratchet & Clank game will be delayed until 2016. This is not the first game to be delayed till 2016 this year, as it joins the ranks with Uncharted and Tom Clancy's The Division. However, the more shocking news is that earlier in the day we also learned that the Ratchet & Clank movie was also delayed till 2016. This could mean maybe Insomniac might be having some issues with their studios at the moment, because it's quite strange that two games would be delayed at the exact same time on the exact same day. Lastly for Thursday, some very strange and weird news. Writer and director Hideki Taka, who helped make Deadly Premonition and D4, has revealed a concept he would like to do for a game in the future. However, a lot of studios have turned him down, saying it's too perverted. When asked about the concept, he had this to say: "I'm also working on a story about a high school girl detective who uses their imagination, in brackets fantasizing, from masturbating to help her solve murders. But all the publishers keep telling me there's no way we could make such a perverted game. I wish someone would let me make it. I personally welcome more creative games to the industry as long as they are rated appropriately." Some major news on Friday, as publisher Konami has announced that it wants to pursue mobile games aggressively going forward. They also went on to say that they consider smartphones as its main platform. This is quite shocking news from a publisher which has made a huge effort to try and keep up with other competitors in the console market. This news also comes in wake of the big news story that Konami and Kojima had some beef with each other, which led to Kojima leaving and Silent Hills being cancelled. Could this be the reason why Kojima is so annoyed at the publisher? As a spectator, it's quite frustrating as Konami has always been a great publisher for consoles, and this could damage the amount of games we will see on next gen consoles, as you will be surprised how many last gen games were actually from Konami. Be warned when using mods for GTA 5, as malware has been found in loads of mods for the game. One mod in particular is Crazy Planes, which causes planes to crash down upon you from the sky. The developer has sneakily made the installer install a hidden .ex file into a temp file on your PC. It is highly recommended to uninstall. Some non-gaming news now. The voice actor Harry Shearer, who does the voices for Mr. Burns and Ned Flanders in The Simpsons, has quit the series to move on to other projects. This will turn into quite a big blow for the series, as he does about 15 voices on the show, meaning a big chunk of the voice acting talent has left the studio. Lastly, Windows 10 will come pre-installed with Candy Crush Saga, that money-grabbing game that is all over the phone scene. Not saying Microsoft is greedy, but I can only imagine it has money on its mind. All news stories will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for tuning in. I've been RamuneGaming with this week's news. If you want more content, you can always check out my Twitter account, which will be in the description underneath. You can also check out my other YouTube videos by hitting the subscribe button, which just allows you to know when I upload new videos, as I will be trying to get one of these news videos out once a week.